Pay attention as I try to bring a little summary of what we read in the book of Joshua. Very popular story, the story of Rahab the harlot and hiding the spies. We know that story. We know that story. Many people have preached several. I've actually preached in this church. I preached from there. I remember our very first Sunday. But as I looked at that story again, I realized that it was quite intriguing, very amazing. Something happened to this woman. I want you to picture. This woman is living in the city wall. She's got a house, and of course, you live in a compound, and you know how your compound is. If something new enters your compound, you will notice. For instance, if there's always 4 cars parked in your compound, and then you wake up in the morning, there are now 6 cars, you will take notice. Are we together? If your house is painted white, for instance, like everybody's front porch or something, is painted white. When you come into the house, even if you didn't notice at first, something is off. Something is off. How many of you know that there are things you see that you didn't know you saw? There are things on a normal day, you see them, you don't know you saw them until something else happens. Say, wait. Where did I see this thing? Maybe you saw someone wearing red shirts. You didn't pay attention to it. And then you were just walking down the street. Someone else wearing red, crosses. You didn't pay. A third person say, hold on, something is going on here. Because in as much as you didn't pay attention to the first person, you actually noticed it. So, I want you to picture this woman. That she's lived in that wall, for a long time. She's been there. She's been conducting her business. And then all of a sudden, assuming you were her neighbor, all of a sudden one morning you wake up and you realize that this woman now has a red rope hanging by her window. You woke up one morning and you realize that it's not that she tied the rope to sun her clothes, but something was unique about the way the rope was hanging. I want you to pay attention to this. Something was unique. There's something about this rope. Now remember, the Bible said that she let down the spies with the rope. It will be a security risk if that rope was tied in a way that suggested that somebody climbed out. Hello, sir. Because remember, the military men had entered her house to ask, did anybody come here? And she said, yeah, they came, but they left. If you know that story very well. He said they left. And remember that those men had gone out. The Bible said they searched for like 3 days. They didn't see those men and they returned back. Imagine those military men now coming back. It was on the city wall, and they are coming back and they're looking at the city wall and they are seeing that there is a rope from the same house they had inquired before. They would have come in to arrest the woman. So that means that this lady must have tied the rope in a way that wouldn't give out that she had just helped some people escape. Are you getting what I'm saying? So she must have tied it in a way that people will see it and not see it. They will see it and not pay any mind. They will see it and not take it for anything. And remember, the Bible said that she didn't go out to buy the rope. The rope was already in the house. Maybe it was common for people in that region to have red ropes in it, because of course for every color of rope that you will buy, you will now go and buy red. You get it. It was instructive that this woman had, of all the colors of rope, she had a red rope. Of all the ropes that were strong enough to, do you know what it means that you were climbing down the window of a wall Obviously, the wall was very high for them to climb down. Are you following this? Yes, the wall was very high, and then the weight of the men, 2 men climbing down a rope. That rope must have been, how was it? Oh, I don't want to run faster because so many things are coming into my spirit. How was it that this woman, hope you realize that her occupation was not palm wine tapping. It wasn't palm wine tapping. For it to justify having that kind of rope, do you get it? Yes, like having the rope that can carry the weight of a man. What was she doing that she had to buy that kind of rope? That's the point I'm trying to make. I'm trying to make you appreciate the fact that this woman had that kind of rope. That's to tell you that the rope was not just an ordinary rope. This rope was strong enough to carry the men down the window. And when they had climbed down, the woman put it in such a way that when you look at it, you will not suspect anything. To the people looking, it was a rope. But to her, it was not just a rope. Yes, sir. See, what if her neighbor or her neighbors knew that their deliverance will come from the rope? They would have also tied the same rope. Oh, are you getting this? If her neighbors had any inclination that a little red rope sticking out of your window could save you, they would have done the same thing, because the signal was, if we see the rope, you will be spared. Listen, they couldn't have